Hello everyone! Today we are going to be doing a January 2022 bullet journal setup. The theme for this month is going to be a bonsai tree. This is inspired by the Lego bonsai tree that I received on my birthday from a dear friend of mine. I've actually named my bonsai tree and his name is Ferro. Ferro has inspired this bullet journal setup spread. So I hope you guys enjoy and let's get started. First, what I am doing is I am outlining with my pen the sketches that I have made previously. Up next, I am just adding these little embellishments to the corners and the sides of this spread, just so that I can kind of tie it in all together and fill in the empty white space that's around it. Here on the side, I am going to be adding a little motivational quote. At this point in time, I didn't know what to put yet, but as I go on, I actually put "grow as you go." Next, for this month, I am going to start outlining basically every single box, and I will be filling it in with marker later on. Same thing as before, I am just outlining with my pen all of the sketches that I made previously. Now, instead of the Fudenosuke pen, I am going to be using my Crayola black super tip marker to do the calligraphy for the top. For this spread, I'm going to be doing the weeks a little bit different. Since this is the first week of the month, I wanted to include 1 and 2. Typically, when I do these spreads, I start on a Monday just so that I can have a productive start when it comes to my bullet journal. I'm trying to add Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday to Friday, and the weekend again. Instead of drawing the bonsai tree on the spreads, I decided to just add the embellishment that I added in the previous spread, or the cover spread, and I implemented it to the weekly spread. You can notice a little bit of difference when it comes to how I laid out my week 1 and week 2, but that's just personal preference. If you'd like to keep the week 2 as the week 1 and kind of mirror every single thing to be exact, that is up to you. As you can tell, I don't include a habit tracker or any of those types of list things. You can totally add that, and that is perfectly fine, but for me personally, it doesn't work out and I don't use it and I can't keep myself up to date with it, so I just omitted that altogether. But you can still add that if you want to, while still applying all of the embellishments and doodles that you'd want to tie it all together. Using my Crayola super tips, I'm going to be coloring all of the trees in this light green, and then I will be adding some accents of dark green later on. For the branches, I am also going to be using 2 different types of brown just to give it some more dimension. As you can see, I am adding the dark green highlights or shadows just to make the tree a little bit more 3D. For the accents, I am adding a yellow/goldish color, and I'm using my mild liner and Tombow pen. This is me still contemplating whether I should add a quote yet, now, or leave it out, but I just don't add it yet, and I add it later. Continuing the same steps that I use for the cover spread, I am continuing it onto my monthly spread. Now with my yellowish gold mild liner, I am outlining or highlighting the upper part of the boxes just so I can add some more color to the spread. Next, you are going to be numbering every single box with the correct days. Make sure you don't mess up this part because this part can be easily messed up and it's very frustrating trying to fix it. Here I am using my white jelly roll pen, and honestly, this step I really wanted to implement it, but the pen just doesn't really show up. So instead, I don't show it here, but I use a yellow zebra ballpoint pen, and that pen works wonders, so I recommend using that instead of the jelly roll white pen. Since there's no tree on any of my weekly spreads, or there's no doodles besides the upper part embellishments, I just use the tree colors as the labels or the banners on top for the days, and then use the brown for the boxes, labeled my Monday to Saturday or Sunday with the darker brown, making the banners the lighter brown, and then the yellow is the embellishments on top. I'm just carefully labeling the days and the days of the week onto the colored banners to complete the look. This next step is optional, but what I did was I used my Tombow marker to add some lines to the memories/notes box, just so that I can kind of break it up so it's not too blank, and it makes it easier to see and write down my notes. I saw other bullet journal people doing it, so I decided to add it to mine as well. Here is a flip through of my January 2022 bullet journal spread. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Bye!